Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I wanted to share something I discovered today. So I really hope this helps you. This is definitely testing ground. So I'm going to share with you what I did, and I spent 2 hours on it because I felt really confident. And there isn't proof of concept quite yet because I just hit publish. I'm waiting for the books to get approved. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Amazon Ads data to find low competition keywords with a high demand. So inside of Amazon Ads data, there's different ways that we can pull data to see what is validated. So when I say proof of concept, I'm talking about book creation concept because the data that I pulled is already selling current books, right? That's why I know I'm confident. That's why I invested 2 hours this morning to do this. The first thing is targets. So if you've watched previous videos, we know targets are substitutes, complements, loose match, and close match, okay? So when you run an automatic ad through Amazon advertising, inside the dashboard, you'll see if your book's selling, you'll see if it came up in a substitute, a complement, a loose match, or close match, okay? So that is what a target is. So in the targets, you can see if your book is coming up as a substitute or a loose match, okay? And you can look up those definitions on Amazon through their webinars and through the ad console, and it will tell you, people are looking for this and this was close, or this complements it. So looking your targets is going to give you that data. The second part of this is when you are in the ad set or ad group of Amazon ads. So you'll create a campaign and then you name your group campaign. And that's like if you're putting a bunch of books together, you'll also still have an ad group with one book. Inside of ad group on the left-hand side, you'll see something that says keywords. And when you click on that, you can look through the day, the week. You get to look up to 65 days of data. And I did that today. And I found a phrase that I was not familiar with. And people had been typing in this phrase in the Amazon search box. And they had found my book by searching that. So that was a huge clue to me. Like, I'm not even using one of these keywords in the back of my books in the, the description categories, the seven, not categories, sorry, the keyword boxes, the 7 keyword boxes. So that was promising. So I know I needed to go figure out how good this keyword was. So I plugged it into Publisher Rocket to validate it, and I saw that there were, I'm going to show you the metrics that I use. I'll tell you what I saw. The metrics that I use is that it needs to be searched over 1,000 times for me to think that it's worth it to make a book. This particular keyword was searched almost 9,000 times a month. For me, like, I'm not a big hitter, even though I've had really good success early on. I'm not really interested. Well, let me explain why I'm not. Okay, let me put these all out. Okay, so a lot of people say go create a book that is searched on Amazon 50, 60,000 times a month, right? You're like, wow, like those books are Password Notebook, Composition Notebook, right? It's so saturated. It's so saturated. I'm not even really interested in that. Like, maybe a sub niche of that would be like unicorn composition notebook. Okay, so I'm interested in these little tiny categories of niches because I believe that there's riches in the niches. Just my experience with online coaching and digital marketing, the more closely you can niche down, the more money you make. Okay, so I will typically not consider making a book for keywords that are under 1,000 searches a month, unless I'm super pumped and excited about the topic. Okay. So when you type in a keyword into the search box on Amazon, it shows you the results. And those composition notebooks, where there's 70,000 searches, there's also like 80,000 books, competitors, right? So, like, I want a chance. If I'm not even going to run ads, I want to give my book a fighting chance. So I use these metrics to give my book a fighting chance. So in this particular case this morning, the searches were close to 9,000. It was 8,000 something. And there wasn't very many that matched the keywords super good. There's a lot of books, but my books are in there too already. So I thought I could compete with this new keyword. So once I saw that the demand was lower, I looked at the books that were in there, and I realized like I have strong enough design sense to compete with them. So those are the three metrics that I used today, and this is what happened. I was like in the zone. I created 14 books just following the process of keywords, okay? And I thought about the complement keywords and I looked some up, and those were validated. They had good searches, 2,000, 3,000. They were enough for me to like, let's just test this out. 2 hours to test something out, you know. I don't know yet. I have other books that have sold, so we're going to go for it. Okay? So this also, I put them under an existing pen name to strengthen my pen name shop assets. So think about this when you start running ads. Go in, search your keywords, put them in Publisher Rocket, see if there's a big demand for them. And you know what you could even do? You could run a manual ad where you're using those keywords for new books. So don't dismiss the power of Amazon ads data. Love you guys. Peace out.